Welcome to We Can Fix Climate Change podcast. In this series, we will be exploring real solutions on how we can make a difference in combating climate change. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest episodes. In today's episode, we'll cover the UN Secretary-General's call for action from G7 regarding social imbalances and reaching net zero for fossil fuels, the impact of rising sea levels on coastal cities such as New York, the ongoing controversy surrounding the Alaska LNG project, the potential impact of electric 2- and 3-wheeled vehicles on the environment in Asia, and helpful links and resources available on wecanfixclimatechange.com.
At the G7 summit in Hiroshima today, Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary-General, took the stage to urge the group to address the planet's increasing social imbalances. In his remarks, Guterres emphasized the importance of climate action and proposed an acceleration agenda that aims to make up for lost time. Guterres called on all G7 countries to reach net zero emissions as close as possible to 2040, and for emerging economies to do so as close as possible to 2050. He stressed that this requires faster timelines to phase out fossil fuels and ramp up renewables, and underscored the need to put a price on carbon and end fossil fuel subsidies. While Guterres' comments on climate change were brief, his message was clear and direct. The G7 countries are central to climate action, and it's time to take bold steps towards a renewable future.
Hey there! Have you heard about the recent news that New York City is sinking? The New York Times recently published an article about this topic, which is particularly interesting because their headquarters is located in the part of Manhattan that is sinking the most. The article talks about the causes of current sea level rise and predicts how it will accelerate in the future. It also highlights the struggles that cities already under threat from rising sea levels are having to face. If you want to dive deeper into this topic, you may want to check out the link we've included in the description.
Let's talk about the Alaska liquefied natural gas project. It's been in the news lately for all the wrong reasons. A recent article published by Prospect.org titled Rahm Emanuel's Gas Pipeline sheds light on the history of the project, as well as the political support it has received from Emanuel and the controversial fossil fuel subsidies that have kept it alive for the past 2 decades. This project has been a hot topic of debate in the energy community, and it's not difficult to see why. Despite construction barely being started, the Alaska liquefied natural gas project has been receiving government subsidies for over 2 decades. Given how long Alaska LNG has been in progress, it is unsurprising that this is not the first time the project has come under scrutiny. In fact, we've covered it before in our article, A Small Methane Victory, a Giant Methane Disaster. However, the recent media attention has brought the project back into the spotlight, providing an excellent example of the enormous scale of government fossil fuel subsidies.
Have you heard about the impact of electric vehicles on global oil consumption? Visual Capitalist recently published a series of estimations on just how many barrel of oil equivalents we can expect to save by 2025. Now, you might be wondering what a barrel of oil equivalent is. Well, it's the average amount of CO2 emitted by burning 1 barrel of oil. What's really interesting is that according to the estimations, we can expect 2- and 3-wheeled electric vehicles to account for 1.1 million of the 2.5 million saved daily barrel equivalents by 2025. This is largely due to the widespread usage of these vehicles in Asian countries. It's amazing to think that vehicles like electric motorcycles and scooters can make such a significant impact on reducing global oil consumption. If you want to learn more about these estimations and the impact of electric vehicles, check out the link in the description.
Are you interested in learning all there is to know about climate change? Well, you've come to the right place. Our team at wecanfixclimatechange.com has collected an abundance of links and resources that cover everything you need to know about climate change and the real priorities required to fix our climate. We know the topic of climate change can be overwhelming and confusing, but that's where we come in. Our recommended resources are here to help you understand the root causes, consequences, and solutions to this pressing issue. So don't hesitate. Head over to our website today at wecanfixclimatechange.com and click on the recommended resources link. From there, you'll have access to a variety of articles, videos, and other helpful resources that will equip you with the information you need to join the fight against climate change.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode, where we discussed UN's call for G7 to tackle social imbalances, rising sea levels causing threats to coastal cities, media attention on Alaska LNG, impact of electric vehicles in Asia, and a helpful resource for climate change information at wecanfixclimatechange.com. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next episode.